Hello everybody. Today I have decided that we will start on a new project, Scratch, cause I've gotten a little bit sick of making videos of Microsoft Word. So let's start Scratch because I just want to. Scratch is a type of computer program. It is a programming language meant to teach programming concepts to young students. This is a relatively simple way of programming. Scratch mainly consists of dragging blocks around and coding them like that. And the main character in Scratch is a sprite. This is the sprite. He is the main character in Scratch. Scratch has got this little bar at the top. The globe icon is to change your language. In case you want to change your language to anything else, you can click on the globe icon. I want to keep it English, of course. The file menu has options to save your work, download the project to your computer system, or upload a file from your computer to the internet. The edit option has got this restore or what I call undelete option. Well, the tutorials button pretty much says what it's called. The stage is the place in Scratch where you place your sprites, and then it's where you see the results of your program when you run it. It forms the background of your project. A large orange cat appears in the middle of the stage. This is the sprite that moves and interacts with other sprites on the stage. For example, if I had Andy. These buttons on the top have got different options. The stage button brings your stage to full screen and you can bring it back to the side. The green flag is used to start a running Scratch program, and the red button is to stop the Scratch program. The sprites list over here shows the sprites that have been added into the stage. If I add one more sprite, there's one more sprite in the sprites list. To select a sprite, double click it on the stage or click it in the sprites list. To see and edit a sprite's scripts, costumes or sounds, select the sprite and then go to the Code, Costumes or Sounds tab. If I want to change Andy's costume, I can go into the costume sound. I can change his sound. I can change his code. As I just showed you, to add a sprite, click here on this button and you can choose many different sprites. Bat, you've got animals, people, fantasy creatures, dancing people, we've got musical instruments, we've got sports people, we've got food, we've got fashion, and we've got letters, of course. Over here in the choose a sprite button, don't click the button, but if you just hover over it, you get the option to upload a sprite from your computer onto the stage, and you can also paint a new sprite, which I personally find very fun. Cause you can make the most goofy sprites ever. You can also choose different backdrops. This little bar on the right, the backdrop button, hover over it. You can either choose a custom backdrop if you click on it, or you can upload a backdrop from your computer. Let me try one. And this is my new backdrop. You can upload from computer, but I love painting backdrops. I know I'm not the best artist, but like, hey. Right now I'm in the costumes tab, but when I open the scripts tab, 10 color-coded blocks drawers appear. Wait a minute. 9. These are motion, looks, sound, events, control, sensing, operators, and well, 2 more. In the My blocks, you can make your own block. In the sensing, you can, well, sensing. But motion is the most basic one. These coding blocks on the side control whatever happens on the stage. Usually they control individual sprites. Enough yapping from my side. Let's actually begin coding. So this is our starting event. When the flag is clicked, our little cat moves 10 steps forward. And when the flag is clicked, the ball also moves 10 steps forward, as if to run away from the cat. And like that. That's how you code Sprite. That's how you code Scratch. Suppose I don't like the fact that Andy has a wheelchair. I can change his costume. I can remove his wheelchair from him, and I can bring his legs somewhere down here. Now he no more has a wheelchair and he's standing on his own. Happy. And if I think that he is looking a bit goofy like that, I can change it up a bit. It's all very flexible. But other than customizing your own costumes, they've got some already preset costumes in the column on the left. We can have multiple different Andys. Just like that, over here, Katu is walking and now he's running. Now let's explore the sounds. Over here, as you can see, our cat only has one sound in the default section. It's a meow. But we can add more sounds. We can choose a sound from the dictionary over here. We can record our own sound. Hello, my name is Akshaj. Or if we already have a sound on our computer, we can upload it. Now let's see how we can put that all into one code. When it's clicked, when we click this, the cat will move not 10 but 100 steps, as if he's running off to the next plate in baseball. And we will play a sound. We can also make him turn around, make him go to places like wherever my mouse is pointing. Or we can make him go in different coordinates. It's really quite wonderful. We've got so many options here. But all of our hard work would go to waste if we didn't know how to save our file. So to save our file, we have to go to the file option, click file, and then click save onto your computer. I'm gonna make it Flanky Chair. That's the name that Saket suggested me. And and now it's saved. So we can safely exit Scratch and all of our work will be saved. Well, thanks for watching today's video, and I hope you will make some Scratch projects after watching this. Bye bye.